Here's some big news that we're currently breaking. Security breach during Prime Minister's Punjab visit. Modi's rally has been cancelled after security breach. Ministry of Home Affairs says protesters blocked Modi's convoy. The ministry further says that Prime Minister was stuck on a flyover for over 15 to 20 minutes. Here's the big news that we're currently tracking. A security breach that was reported during Prime Minister Modi's rally, his visit. Let me quickly cut across to Paulami Saha for more on that. Paulami, Prime Minister Modi was set to be in Firozabad, Punjab rally. In fact, while on his way, we believe that there was a security breach and then he was stuck on a flyover for close to 20 minutes. This is what the Ministry of Home Affairs has to say. Give us some more details. What happened? Is he still going there or is the protest called off?
Well, this is a big development, Nabila, which is now being reported by our sources within the Ministry of Home Affairs. The MHA has taken cognizance of a lapse in the Prime Minister's security in Punjab. The Prime Minister landed earlier this morning at Bathinda Airport and he was to then proceed towards Husainiwala in order to pay his tribute at the National Martyrs Memorial over there before proceeding towards his rally venue in Firozpur. He waited, he was to go by chopper earlier. He waited for the weather to clear up because it was raining quite heavily for about 20 minutes. He waited in Bathinda and then when the weather didn't clear up, he decided that he would travel by road. It was to be a 2-hour road trip. While of course making that contingency plan to go eventually by road, they informed the DGP of Punjab Police and ensured that necessary security arrangements would be in place as he proceeded. So after getting that clearance, the Prime Minister and his team proceeded towards Husainiwala. Now, 30 kilometers before they reached the National Martyrs Memorial in Husainiwala, there was a flyover, and on that flyover, the road was completely blocked by protesters. The Prime Minister was stuck on that flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. There was no security arrangement which was made in order to ensure that his way was clear. And this was a huge security lapse as far as the Ministry of Home Affairs is concerned because the Punjab government has been informed as well. It is their responsibility to ensure logistic security on the ground as the Prime Minister is travelling in the state and of course to make contingency plans as well. Clearly, as the road was blocked by protesters, the flyover was blocked by protesters, there was absolutely no contingency plan or any security on the ground. Now, after being stuck on that flyover for 15 to 20 minutes is when the decision was finally taken to return to Bathinda. So that is what has happened in Punjab. The MHA has taken very serious cognizance of this lapse in the Prime Minister's security and has sought a report from the Punjab government. So clearly a flashpoint over here between the state government of Punjab and the union government as well concerning the Prime Minister's security on ground in Punjab. Of course, he couldn't go for his Firozpur rally as well. It had to be called off because it was raining heavily. And unfortunately, what we're of course learning right now through MHA is that earlier, while he was proceeding towards Husainiwala to the National Martyrs Memorial, there was a breach in his security, owing to which he had to eventually, after 15 to 20 minutes waiting for things to clear out, he had to eventually return to Bathinda and he's on his way back now, Nabila.
Right, but this is absolutely concerning. The Prime Minister's security is usually super tight, and here at a time when he was on his way to Punjab at a rally in Firozpur, it seems like people blocked his way for at least 20 minutes. The scare must have been real. How soon did the Punjab government act? Were they informed? Did the Punjab police come into play? Did they ensure that things were smooth post that?
Well, like I said, it was eventually decided that he will have to return from Husainiwala. He, of course, did not reach the National Martyrs Memorial. He'd have to return from Husainiwala to Bathinda and he's on his way back. So the rally stands cancelled as well. But as far as the cops are concerned and as far as the state government is concerned, obviously, there'll be a lot of explaining that they'll have to do because what the MHA says in what they've revealed to the media in the statement that they've issued is that the police, the DGP of Punjab Police and cops on the ground, everyone was informed, and after seeking their clearance about the necessary security arrangements on the ground for the Prime Minister's road travel, were they in fact proceeding on that journey. Like I said, it was a decision which was taken at Bathinda. He was to go earlier to Husainiwala via chopper. Then, of course, because it continued to rain over there, and the chopper couldn't possibly take off in that kind of weather because it was bad weather, it was decided after 20 minutes of waiting at Bathinda Airport that the Prime Minister would proceed by road. And for that, necessary security clearances is what we're being told by the MHA was sought from the Punjab police. They were duly informed about the Prime Minister's contingency plan of how he was to proceed towards Hussaini Wala by road. All of the necessary arrangements were done. All of the necessary, requirements were adhered to by the Prime Minister's office. They informed the necessary authorities as well. And after being assured that yes, the Prime Minister could proceed by road and the road is clear for him to proceed towards Hussaini Wala, did they embark on their journey. And after, of course, like I said, they were very close to Hussaini Wala. It is a 2-hour drive. They were very close to Hussaini Wala, just 30 kilometers off the National Martyrs Memorial. From the National Martyrs Memorial is a flyover which they had to cross, and that is the flyover which was blocked by protesters. Now remember that there was information ahead of the Prime Minister's scheduled visit to Punjab that there will be protests. Farmers were already protesting. We do know that some farmers groups were also engaged in talks with the BJP's Punjab election in charge, Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. So there was enough information on the ground about these protests ahead of the Prime Minister's visit. This is his first visit to the state, the poll-bound state of Punjab, after his announcement of repealing the 3 farm laws. So there was all of that information, the prior information, which was available with the police. And like the MHA has informed that the Prime Minister's office sought due clearance from the DGP of Punjab Police, and only after that did they proceed on this road travel. So despite that, if there were protesters sitting on the road blocking the Prime Minister's and his cavalcade's path, then clearly it's a matter of serious concern. Nabila.
Truly shocking there. Initially, reports came in that there are heavy rains, therefore Prime Minister may just skip the rally. He may just skip that meet altogether because it was raining heavily, did not want to venture into that. But now we hear that a security breach has happened where he was made to wait on that flyover due to a protest that blocked him off for close to 20 minutes. That's huge for a Prime Minister to be holed up in that area, especially at a time when he's heading towards the rally and there's strict security there. The police is assured that it's going to be smooth sailing. At a time like that, when he's been blocked off like that from protesters, it really speaks about the security levels in Punjab itself. What were the police doing? Why did they not ensure that this was a smooth sailing event for the Prime Minister, considering that permissions were taken much in advance, information was given out much in advance? They had assured that this would be carried out, or this would be allowed for him to move about in a secure manner, but yet this has taken place where they blocked him off for 15 minutes on a flyover. A strict security concern there in Punjab.
Absolutely. There will be a lot of answering that Punjab Police and the state government of Punjab will have to do, Nabila, because this is not about the politics. This is about the Prime Minister's security. There are certain protocols associated with the Prime Minister's security. There is always prior information. The police in the very area, region, state, they are aware of his travel plans, his route, everything, the timings, all of it. The cops are on the way, of course, alerted about his position from time to time as well, as he makes way on any sort of road journey or any sort of road trip that he takes. So in this case as well, there was a prior information which was relayed to the Punjab Police, is what the Ministry of Home Affairs says. And despite that, despite having sought that clearance and only then having proceeded on that journey, there was a massive breach in his security where protesters blocked him off on a flyover, and then his cavalcade had to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for things to clear out, for possibly him still having an opportunity to be able to make his way to the National Martyrs Memorial at Hussaini Wala. Clearly, they assessed the situation on the ground. They realized that it is not going to clear out, and it possibly would be a risk in terms of the Prime Minister's security, which is when, of course, his team and the security personnel traveling with him took a calculated call that they should be returning back to Bathinda Airport. So a serious case of a security lapse, and like I said, a huge flashpoint as far as the Union Ministry of Home Affairs is concerned and the state of Punjab is concerned, because now they will have to, like I said, MHA has already sought a report from the Punjab government. They will seek details as to how is it that despite prior information and having sought the requisite clearance and then having got it and then proceeded on the journey were their protesters blocking the Prime Minister's path while, of course, he was proceeding towards the Saniwala. So clearly there were protesters who were aware of the fact that he was going to take the road. Like I said, this was a decision which was taken at Bathinda Airport. That is what the sources tell us. He was to proceed via chopper to Hossainiwala after 20 minutes of time spent at Bathinda Airport waiting for the weather to clear up so that the chopper could take off. And when that didn't happen, they decided as a contingency plan to proceed ahead via road, and that road was blocked.
Well, this is absolutely unpardonable, Paulomi. We're looking at the Prime Minister's security, and that should be above all kinds of politics. If the Punjab police is assured that the Prime Minister will be safe if he's taking the tour by road, then that should have been ensured on ground as well. What they've said and what has happened there on ground have been poles apart. That itself shows the incompetence of the Punjab police, at least at the moment. The way we see things have panned out, clearly they weren't able to handle those protests, or they did not get adequate information of that protest itself in first hand. Were they able to clear off those protesters? Has there been any response from the Punjab police on this laxity?
Well, Nabila, we're waiting for word from the Punjab police. We're trying to, of course, get details. There will, of course, we expect for them to, of course, respond to these charges which have been made by the Ministry of Home Affairs, which are very serious charges at that. Like you said, this is beyond the politics between a BJP or a Congress. This is about the Prime Minister's security. And the MHA now, of course, are saying that the Prime Minister's security was breached. Now, this despite prior information. This is not something that happened out of the blue. You had taken responsibility to, of course, clear the path. It wasn't that the Prime Minister's office did not inform you about the change of plans, but you've chosen to take the road as opposed to fly to Hossainiwala, and you were completely taken aback. That's not how the protocol goes. The protocol goes that you are, of course, alerted to the change of plans, and then, of course, after, because you are the authority ensuring his security on the ground, the logistical support, the security on the ground has to be assured by you. So after you have, of course, given the requisite clearance, can the Prime Minister, of course, proceed on that journey? And the MHA claims that that requisite clearance was given by the Punjab police for the Prime Minister to proceed on that journey. And now, unfortunately, the allegation is that the police did not ensure a clear path for the Prime Minister's journey. And despite, of course, him having alerted the authorities, now there is a allegation that his path was blocked, and there was protesters sitting at that flyover just 30 kilometers away from the National Martyrs Memorial. Any sort of untoward incident could have happened. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. The Prime Minister was stuck on that flyover for 15 to 20 minutes, and then it was decided, of course, in view of the security situation, that he, of course, should return to Bathinda Airport and not proceed any further. Nabila.
Well, this is shameful on the part of the Punjab police as well as the government. No words coming from the government as yet. In fact, the BJP has further slammed the Channi government after Prime Minister's rally was cancelled. Prime Minister was in fact hauled up on a flyover for at least 15 to 20 minutes because protesters tried to block his way. Here, BJP says, and I quote, Modi's rally willfully disrupted in Punjab. Nadda says, Chief Ministers refused to get on the phone on this issue. And that's further shameful because this is the prerogative of the Chief Minister to ensure smooth security arrangements laid out for a Prime Minister. He is certainly above the politics or boundary of politics. Prime Minister's security is above all politics played. At a time like this, when he was on his way to a rally which was well planned, very well indicated to the police, all information given to all those security officials there to ensure that the permissions are granted to clear paths. Police to be in place to ensure that the convoy can move safely and move without disruption. Despite all the arrangements that were planned in advance, here it seems like there was a whole different spin while the Prime Minister was heading towards his rally in Ferozpur. And this is what is tragic because Charanjit Singh Channi, the Chief Minister of Punjab, has refused to even come on the phone to address this issue. That itself shows whether the intent was lacking to ensure safety and security to the Prime Minister of India. BJP has now hit out at Channi government after the Prime Minister's rally got cancelled. BJP says, and I quote, Modi's rally willfully disrupted. In fact, JP Nadda, BJP president, says Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi has refused to get on the phone on this issue as well. Polami, Charanjit Singh Channi has not responded. He's not even gotten on the phone. As per what Nadda has to say, that he does not want to involve himself in this confusion that happened on ground. Whether this was willful, whether this was just sheer lack of coordination, that clarity is yet to come from the Punjab Chief Minister himself. He should be on his toes to ensure that a statement is given at the earliest on this.
Well, Nabila, we'd have to wait and see what the state government of Punjab has to say in this matter and what the police has to say in this matter. Surely the state government of Punjab will be seeking a report from the police at the moment in order to ascertain what exactly transpired and why is it that this incident took place on the ground, which is a huge question mark on the security in Punjab. This is the Prime Minister's security that we're talking about. The Prime Minister's office, Nabila, has now shared photographs with us, which we will be, I'm sure, able to show our viewers as well, of the Prime Minister's cavalcade stuck on the flyover. There's a huge cavalcade which is completely stuck and waiting, and there are cops and others from the security personnel, the SPG, standing on the flyover, obviously waiting for the Punjab police to take charge of the situation and remove the blockade which is on that flyover so that the Prime Minister's cavalcade can proceed. We have to wait to hear from the Punjab police and the state government their version of events. What we're told, of course, that the Prime Minister's cavalcade waited on that flyover for 15 to 20 minutes. So 15 to 20 minutes is when they hoped that, the Punjab police would possibly be able to sort the situation out, clear the path, ensure security all the way for the Prime Minister as he proceeded from Hussainiwala, from, of course, that flyover to the National Martyrs Memorial. And then if he chose to proceed further on his route to Firozpur, I beg your pardon, via the road, then ensure security all the way as well, whatever, are his requirements. But clearly, that didn't happen because the Prime Minister's office tells us that he had to choose to go back to Bathinda Airport after 15 to 20 minutes after, of course, the situation continued to be extremely tense on the ground. Now, this is an extremely serious situation, something that the government will have to answer for. Of course, the president of the BJP has made the allegation that the chief minister wasn't available on the phone as well. We, of course, will try and speak to the authorities in Punjab. Our colleagues on the ground are obviously trying to get their version of events as well. But this is what has been charged by the Ministry of Home Affairs in a statement issued. And this is extremely serious. Like I said, they've released photographs as well of the cavalcade stuck on a flyover. Nabila.
Here, the exclusive images that India Today has accessed there shows shockingly how the Prime Minister's cavalcade was blocked off on a flyover. It was not on a regular highway, it was a flyover. Right below the flyover, you had protesters that literally blocked off that stretch, made the Prime Minister wait in his convoy for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And that's certainly unpardonable. He is the Prime Minister, above political party differences or political lines. The security for the Prime Minister must be the most important on priority, that the police there, in any state for that matter, must ensure that it's smooth sailing for the Prime Minister. Protests usually are seen in many parts of the country where people probably are standing on the side, may protest, but it's often a complete free zone for the Prime Minister's cavalcade to move forward. Here it seems like the road itself was blocked off with protesters standing right at the end of the flyover, literally halting his entire cavalcade for at least 20 minutes. And that's resulted in a security scare, a massive security concern, despite police of Punjab being informed very well that the Prime Minister was on his way. Here we see images coming to fore here that shows protesters had blocked off one part of the flyover only to ensure that Prime Minister on ground would be stranded on ground on that road for at least 15-20 minutes. The struggle took place before the Prime Minister decided to head back and cancel off that rally altogether. But Polami, I'd like to ask you, didn't the Ministry of Home Affairs get any intel reports to understand that there are protesters standing towards the end on that path where the Prime Minister will be taking the convoy, the route map itself? Weren't they aware that protesters were standing somewhere in some corner trying to disrupt this journey itself of the Prime Minister?
Well, law and order on the ground is the state government's responsibility. It is Punjab government's responsibility to ensure security for the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister, of course, travels with his own security, but as far as the route is concerned, as far as the travel is concerned, that is, of course, in terms of lining up the security on the ground, that is the Punjab government's responsibility, and specifically the Punjab police. And that is what the MHA says, that in this particular case, the Punjab police had been duly informed about the Prime Minister's change of plans. Like, he, of course, decided at Bhatinda Airport, after looking at the weather, that he couldn't take off in a chopper towards Husainiwala, so he will have to take the road route, and that is what was decided. And only after seeking the necessary approvals, permissions from the Punjab police, and no less than the DGP of Punjab police, and being assured of the same, did they proceed further on that route. So it is the Punjab Police's responsibility. You know of the Prime Minister's travel plans. When the Prime Minister makes travel plans to a particular state, the state police becomes responsible. They are to coordinate with the Prime Minister's team in order to ensure on-ground security. And it was the Punjab Police's responsibility. So it remains to be seen how the Punjab Police responds to this charge, because this is a very serious charge. This is about a breach, a lapse in the Prime Minister's security. It is not about knowing there is to be a protest or not. In this case, of course, like I said, we did know, and we have been reporting of the fact that there were to be protests on the ground against the Prime Minister's first visit to Punjab since the announcement of the withdrawal of the 3 contentious farm laws. So it was generally known. But the intel, the local intel, is with the state police. And when, of course, you are giving the Prime Minister's office and his team the requisite permission to proceed forward by road, and you know the route plan, and it has been shared with you, and it has been cleared by you, then you are responsible again. So if you have not ensured that, you know, his path is clear, that there are no protesters on the way, then clearly it's a huge breach in the Prime Minister's security.
It obviously raises a lot of concerns about how exactly did the protesters know that the Prime Minister was changing his plan. He was supposed to be taking the chopper due to heavy rains, weather conditions. The plan was changed. He wanted to proceed to that destination by road. It somehow seems like this information was leaked and it reached the protesters. They managed to gather their people right in the nick of time to block his convoy. So this almost seems pre-planned, if you really think deeper.
Well, that's exactly what I pointed to earlier as well. This is a question that will have to be answered as to how the protesters were sitting there at this very point where he was...
सत्ता में रहने का अधिकार नहीं है. चन्नी में अगर थोड़ी सी भी नैतिकता है तो उनको रिजाइन करना चाहिए. और आज जो सरकार प्रयोजित जगह जगह पर बीजेपी की बसों को रोका गया, बीजेपी की बसों पर पथराव हुआ, बसों से भोजन लूटा गया और बसों के शीशे तोड़े गए, पुलिस द्वारा लाठीचार्ज हुआ. आज एक रैली नहीं थी पंजाब में, हर जगह रैली हुई है जहां जहां हम लोगों को रोका गया. ये सरकार के लिए आखिरी कील साबित होगा. क्या लगता है कि इसके लिए आप महामहिम से मिलेंगे? क्योंकि ये ऐसा हम लोग अभी हम लोग 4 बजे अपनी मीटिंग करेंगे, उसके बाद तय करेंगे.
Well, there you have it. BJP leaders clearly hitting out at the Punjab government. Currently, it is the Congress government at the helm of affairs. Charanjit Singh Channi, the Chief Minister of Punjab, has really feigned ignorance. He's not come on a call, as per what JP Nadda says. He's alleged that he tried to get on a call with Charanjit Singh Channi on the matter, but he's refused to get on a call, which means that there seems to be complete lack of coordination on ground. Maybe the Chief Minister, aware or not aware of what has happened, whether this was deliberate or something that was out of control for the Punjab government to handle, where they themselves did not have enough intelligence reports to tell them or tell their police that there were a bunch of protesters who were standing right at a central point where the Prime Minister's convoy was due to pass. And despite this being a last change of plan, a last-minute change of plan, Prime Minister was supposed to take a chopper. Due to heavy rains, the plan completely changed. He ventured on by road, and this plan was a last-minute plan, but yet somehow those protesters got information of the Prime Minister's change of plans and managed to reach a spot where the convoy was passing. This clearly shows a complete lax in security arrangements by the police and almost a lack of intent to secure the Prime Minister's convoy and cavalcade. And that's a major